There we go. I started off on mute. Hello and welcome back to SARS Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody that is tuned in. That's an early. Big ups to everybody that is watching on the replay. We were just waiting for Hassam's stream to end, and as you can see, it has ended by the fact that my chat is getting spammed with 6 UCLs, 6 UCLs, 6 UCLs. Congratulations, guys. You have a UCL. You have 6 of them. 6. Yeah. 6 UCLs. Fairs, man. Fairs. We're all there, man. We're all here, man. Do you know what I mean? Well done to everybody who has UCLs apart from Arsenal, obviously, and Tottenham. I can't believe I'm in the same conversation as Tottenham, man. That's so embarrassing, bro. But anyway, listen, big up to everybody who is tuned in, man. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you are done, people. We are here, man, to do cold hard truths yet again, back with a bang. Do you know what I mean? We had to return with this one, and today I'm doing it with my brother Roms. Do you already know he's here? He's live and direct, coming straight from Hassan's channel. My brother Roms, what you say, my brother?
It's been a long time, bro. It's been a long time. Big up, bro. I'm happy to be back on the channel, and yeah, man, ready to speak some ball, bro. Cold half truths. That's the title, bro. Ready to speak some ball. You don't know, you frauds. I'm joking. Smash the likes, comment. You know what to do already, man. Do that first thing. But no, nice to be back on the channel, bro.
Nah, bless, bro. Bless. Listen, we are gonna obviously. I know both of us, me and Drums both spoke. Yeah, we got early mornings tomorrow, but somehow we're still doing this. The content is still coming out, bro. Honestly, me and him are both same situation, bro. Early mornings tomorrow, bro. RIP for my mental state when I wake up tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Right. You know, one of them ones where you just wake up in the days, bro, and you're driving, bro, and you don't even know, like, bro, it's crazy, bro. Dangerous times when you're driving in the morning, man. But just quickly before, because we're going to speak partially about Liverpool and we're going to speak about Arsenal, because I know obviously you want to give your take. Listen, on Twitter, this guy's the biggest Arsenal hater ever. But on the streams, bro, he comes on and just speaks like a normal person, bro. But on Twitter, bro, he gets onto them, bro.
I always say, if you're an Arsenal fan, you have to be on Twitter. Just meet me. I will rap. I'm intentionally rattling you. You know what I say, son? If you want objective, Roms, I come on YouTube. But I just see Twitter as a bit of fun. People take it a bit too seriously. Do you know what I mean?
What I'm saying. I've had so many messages. And why is this Roms guy keep on talking about us in a bad way? I'm like, bro, do you realize that he's trolling you, bro? Do you realize that I don't take anything he says seriously, bro?
You're not the only one. Like, I've had some of the other Arsenal content creators saying, "Oh, you know, they actually take you seriously." I'm like, listen, deep down, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're a good side. But you know what? Once you win stuff, that will shut me up. You get respect by winning. Do you know what I mean? You don't just need to do something. So I don't know.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But listen, we're gonna speak about Arsenal. We're gonna speak about Liverpool as well. But quickly, I just wanna have a quick 10-minute segment, yeah, because I don't know if you've been watching England recently. In these last 2 games, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it's looking techie. I'm waiting to see how he comes up against a big team.
Yeah.
But it's looking techie. I can't lie. You know what I mean? He's got Trent balling now. Bro, this Angel Gomez guy, who I didn't even know who this guy was. That just shows my prem tardness, if you could call it, bro. You know what I mean? I didn't even know who this guy was. He comes in, he actually balls out. Do you know what I mean? He's a little thing. Bro, listen, he's got players, bro. He's got people playing out their skin, bro, and attacking football as well.
Do you know what it's sad? He was in the United's academy, but you know when a player rates themselves out, I'm not hanging around here not to get first team. Yeah. He's gone to, I think it's Lille. And he's done very well. And he'll probably get a move back to the Prem probably within the next year or 2. But Lee Cardsley, he's worked with all of the setups under 16. I think big up for Sam. But I think he won was it the under 20s?
It was under 21. It was the under 19s and the under 21s. I think that he won.
Yeah, I think he's won a World Cup and a Euros in the youth state thing. So most of these young crop that he brought in have already worked with him, and he likes technically astute players. So am I surprised I've seen this last 2 games? No. However, you hit the nail on the head. It's all good doing it against Ireland and Finland. We need to see it against the Frances, the Spains, and whatnot, because you know, whenever I don't even like saying we, because I don't really care for England like that. I'm going to be so honest with you. But let's say whenever our nation that we live in, let me correct it, say that come up against better opposition, we get our asses handed to us, bro. It's as simple that. It's
That's what
simple
I'm
as that.
saying, bro. I need to see him do this, but competitively against like a not necessarily competitive because most of them are going to be like friendlies and that. But
Yeah,
I need to see him do it against a bigger side, a more competitive side. Do you know what I mean? Like a France, like a Germany, like a Spain. Let's see what he can do. Do you know what I mean? Because like it's all good doing it against like Finland and doing it against Ireland and that, bro. But you need to let's see how you do against the big boys because like you're gonna come up in a World Cup or a Euros, bro, and the Euros is coming up. Is it? Is no, it's the World Cup next.
World
Isn't
Cup.
it?
Oh,
Yeah, it's World Cup.
bro, it's basically
The World Cup next.
next year. Like it's not 2025, but before we're going into the new year, then it's the following. Bro, these international tournaments just come quick, bro.
It's crazy, bro. It's mad, bro.
Bro, deep it. We don't even get a summer with no international football anymore. I feel like the last 6 in a row I know there's one that hasn't, but it just
apart
feels
from
like
COVID. Apart from COVID, where we had the break and the actual players had breaks, where COVID they didn't do
it's
the
been every summer, isn't it?
Yeah, because once COVID happened, they effed it up a bit where it's every single summer now. So that just happens now. It's every summer there's gonna be bro. These players ain't getting rest. It's just simple. These players ain't getting rest. But listen, as you can see, bro, I'm gassed. Obviously, I'm Morocco first, innit? I've always said that. I put that out there. I'm Morocco first. You know what I mean? So I support if Morocco come up against England, bro. You know what I mean? Atlas Lions, we outside, bro. Do you know what I mean? Moroccan flags, all sorts, bro. In the words of all shubs that I've ever been to, bro. Rep your flag, bro. I'm in there. Yeah, I'm in there with the Moroccan flag, bro. These man.
One of my good friends is Moroccan, and you know about Kenzel Rise and Krenzel Green.
Yeah.
The Moroccan community is big, bro. When you got to the semi-final of the World Cup, bro, it was crazy. My boy's sending me videos and that you look literally shut down Kenzel Green, bro. It's crazy.
I almost cried, bro. It was something I thought I'd never see in my life, bro. If we won that World, bro.
Do you know what, Saad? I'm Jamaica first, but I don't know when I'm seeing my next World Cup. Do you know what I mean? So
listen.
It's different. But we're clicking something. A few players are starting to sign up.
Yeah, bro. I've seen that, bro. A few players are starting to pick Jamaica, bro, which is very good, bro. I'm always like it's not like I dislike a player or anything, but I respect them so much more if they go and actually play for their motherland, bro, where they're actually from, bro, because it shows, you know what, I believe in myself and I believe that I could take that team to a different place.
Exactly. And do you know what? I think the irony is like some excuses are, but let's be realistic, they've got more chance winning a trophy for England than the nation. England ain't won nothing since God knows how long. So that logic's a bit flawed. Yeah, you might be playing with better players, but at the end of the day, your excuse was I've got a better chance, which I hear, but you're basically going to end up trophyless with both. That's the harsh reality.
Yeah. No, 100%, but anyway, let's get into the Liverpool section because this is called Our Truths. We are here to talk truths about the club, and we're gonna start off with Liverpool. And I guess the first question is, how are you feeling, man? With Arne Slot, obviously he's come in, started off with a bang. Obviously, you guys are coming against Man United. They got their annual slapping, bro. So how are you feeling with Arne Slot? The way he's playing, how he's... I mean, listen, I'll say this is a rival, bro. Gravenberch is killing it, bro. Did you see the pass that he done today, bro?
Yeah, I've just seen it. In between the streams, my boy tagged me in something. In between the streams, I saw it. He's cooking, bro. And this brings me on to my point, so like, these first 3 games, I've been over the moon, but it's not necessarily because we've not conceded a goal. Well, actually, no, that's part of it. It's not necessarily because we've won all 3. It's we look defensively solid in... I think most of the fans will agree. This ain't no disrespect to Klopp at all, but his last 2 seasons, we were very susceptible to counters and conceding a lot. And I know there was a run of games last season where we went like 9 games in a row without a clean sheet. It was crazy, but I like how defensively solid we look now, man. Because with Klopp, it was like a lone 6. Now you basically have 2 6s and a 10. And it gives you more security for the back 4. Like Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Diaz, Salah, and Jota are just pressing. And if the Prestos get beat, you now got 2-man anchor in the back four. I love it, bro. It's so defensively more stable. I just love and you know what? It's his communication, because a lot of people might laugh at this, but how you articulate yourself goes a long way as a manager. You need to get, because look, you've seen Ten Hag that can't even string a sentence together when he's speaking to the press, and then you've got his compatriot that's clear and articulate, can actually get his point across, and also has a better structure. I can't lie, it's only been 3 games, but I'm happy with what I saw. My opinion against Ipswich and Brentford, it was more 2 good halves as opposed to 2 good games. I think we started slow in both games, then we just blitzed them out of the water second half, which I know we're to do. But I think with any manager, you're expected to win those first 2 games. For me, the litmus test was United. That was the main thing for me, because we've been to Old Trafford with better teams, better players, and struggled. No matter how bad United are, it's like when they know Liverpool are coming to Anfield, we wipe them out of the water. I'm never scared of United at Anfield. But when we've gone to their place, before we beat them last weekend, we hadn't won in 3 visits. I remember when the year we won the Champions League and the league, them 2 campaigns, we drew to United back to back. So we've been a better team. So that was the real test for me. And bro, we passed it with flying colours, bro. 3-0 whitewash, kept a clean sheet, should have been more. But yeah, so to answer your question, I like how tactically astute this manager is. That's the main thing. Because it's even some of the subs. Ipswich, Quanta's not playing that well. Let me make a tactical change. People thought he was injured. No, let me make that change. Let me be proactive instead of reactive. We end up winning the game. That Trent for Bradley sub, Trent's obviously thinking I'm one of the seniors. He got annoyed the first 2 times. But I think now he's getting used to that. No, this manager knows what he's doing. We're ahead, winning, make that sub. It's even his in-game management. So far, so good, bro. And I just hope it continues to develop, because against yourselves, your Aston Villas, your Man Cities, against, because let's be honest, as much as United's always hard to go to, as a football team, they're not as. There's a reason why they finished where they finished. There's about 6-7 teams better than them. So
that's going to be the real test, bro.
Exactly.
Against us and against City, he might start.
Both of our Novembers are mad. Both of our Novembers are crazy, bro. That's when I'm really going to see.
You know what? The reason why I say the test is Man City and Arsenal, is because both Arteta and Pep can get into tactical battles on the pitch. Like we had the game last season against Man City where we went away, and obviously everybody said, you needed to score. But if we just scrap that for a second, if we actually look at the game, bro, it was a very tactical game. And if a lot of people get bored, and I understand why. But if you are actually not necessarily a student of the game, but you understand the tactics and you really follow the tactical side of the game, you could actually understand that and really get entertained by the way that they're using different tactics and trying to outplay each other, out defend, and then doing certain attacks. Do you know what I mean? Certain people making runs and the way that I feel like I need to see Arne Slot in that kind of environment to see how he handles an actual good coach coming up against him and use. But even I'm interested to see how he does against Brighton, because that young coach is
cooking,
bro.
There's players in the dressing room that are older than him, bro. I thought he was late 30s. Then my boy said, no, he's 31. Early I said, 30s, that's crazy, bro. You've got Milner and a few men that are older than him. But what I will say, that point you got against City, I actually praised you for it, because, bro, we've won the league and we've never beat City at the Etihad in 7-8 years. For me, you messed up on the lesser team. So when rivals were doing the whole, you went City and you didn't try and win, in that, a point at the Etihad ain't that bad of a thing. For you basically lost the league title with other games. But I've said that we were just speaking about on the past stream. I think when Slot really earns his money is against the better teams. And I think when we get, because injuries are inevitable, when you've got different personnel coming into the team, and I want to see if your Elliott's, your Nunez's, your Gakpo's, let's say squad players as such right now, if they just take to this system, because if you have a good structure and system, you can change personnel and it won't look too much different. That's when I'll see if how good Slot is. But I'm rating him so far, bro. And it's not even that, it's pre-season. I forgot to say this in the other stream. It's pre-season as well, because I never look at results. my team could get battered, but if the performance looked good, that's what I care about. And we played you lot, we played United, albeit pre-season is never your starting 11. People coming back from international tournaments, whatnot. But I was impressed what I saw pre-season as well. So yeah, man, I can't lie to you. To answer your question right now, I'm happy with Slot, and I do think I said this last stream. I think he picks up silverware in his first season, and I think we finished no lower than third. I don't expect him to. My expectation still is to challenge, because you can't tell Trent, Alisson, Van Dijk, Salah, yeah, we're just happy if top four. No. They expect to challenge for a league, as they have been the majority of their Liverpool careers. However, it's hard for a manager to come in first season and take it off Pep. I know some people say Conte and Mourinho did it, but they had more of a resume. They had one more trophy. I think Slot's only won 2 trophies in his career. They had one more trophies coming in, and they had a bit more of a name. So I'm not expecting him to win the Prem, but I still at least expect to challenge. But I think I said it in the last stream. I think we win. I do think we win the Champions League. I know you might raise your eyebrows at that, but I back my club. I know what we can do in Europe. And you don't have to be great to win this. I've seen my team win it in 2005 and not be great. I've seen Chelsea win it twice and not be top 5 in Europe. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to be very good to win this competition. Champions League for me is about moments. Like, you can lose a first leg and win the second, blitz a team. Do you know what I mean? When I've seen my team in Europe, we've often been known for that, blitzing teams in moments and then getting through like the other leg might be hard. I remember Roma one year. We didn't win it that year, but that's the season where Salah had to come off.
Is that the way he chipped Alisson, bro? Is that where he chipped Alisson, bro?
Yeah, when he chipped Alisson.
And then he was like that, bro. He was like, bro, I'm
literally, bro. But then I remember the next game, Sard, like, I think we scored early, Ronaldo and Mane, but then Roma was starting to come back in. This is what I mean. You can win a tie within one leg. That's the thing, Champions League. With the league, I'd say, for me, Champions League is the more prestigious, but I was just saying this in the other stream. The league's harder to win because it's about consistency. You can't really cheat the league where you can cheat the Champions League. You know what I mean? So, to answer your question, I'm loving Slot right now. Again, it's been 3 games. I kind of want to still keep my feet on the floor. I don't want to get too gassed, but to not concede a goal, I think the only team in the top 5 leagues to not concede a goal at the moment. I'm happy, bro. We look defensively resolute, and you know our front 6 now speak for themselves, because Chiesa, I'm not even spoke about that signing. Chiesa isn't coming into this Liverpool team thinking I'm happy to be on the bench. Like, with the resume he's had, Euros winner, been at a big club, he's trying to break into that front line, and I like that because competition breeds better performances, I believe. So, yeah, man, I just think Slot should have been given more money. We know who our owners are. I think we were just saying on the other stream that normally you spend the most money in your first window as a manager because you want to bring in your own players. This is still essentially a Klopp team. We've only got one addition because the other addition don't even join our club till the keeper don't even join our club till next summer.
Mashavili, I think it is.
Mamadashvili, but he thinks he was well sought after though. Like, big clubs did want him. So I'm happy you're proactive in that sense, because Alisson probably will leave next summer, if not definitely the summer after. But yeah, man, I can't lie, to answer your question. I'm liking Slot right now, bro. I'm impressed. You won't really get a Liverpool fan that says, I don't like Slot. You can't say 3 out of 3, 8 goals scored, none conceded. Like, it's good at the moment, man.
Yeah, you know what? The thing is with me, because I've asked these questions because I just have to get like an idea of what your thoughts are on the manager. Because the thing is, coming into a new team, and obviously there's the whole meltdown with no signings, and then all of a sudden they give you the goalkeeper, and they give you, I'm not gonna say his name because I'll butcher it every single time, bro, but big up to him, man. But obviously he bought you the goalkeeper and they bought you Chiesa. It's not really the window that Liverpool fans were looking at or looking for. But then you come into the season and you actually see how he's playing. He's got you playing in a very good way. Like you said, defensively solid, and going forward, it's very smooth. And I think for me, Slot definitely gives off the vibes of somebody who could go far, somebody who could start another Klopp era kind of thing. He could start the Slot era. Do you know what I mean? So you could see something like that happening with Arne Slot, because just the way he's carrying himself, just the way he knows, especially that little thing where I still think Arteta hasn't realized that, bro. When we're 2-0 up, bro, just take your players off, bro. And he doesn't do it with Saka, bro. It's the worst thing. He hasn't learned that yet, and that's how you know that Arne Slot has got experience in the game, even though he's not been in it for long. He's still got experience in the game, bro, to know, okay, let me take the player off now. It's 2-0. We're 2-0 up. Why do I need to leave him on there just wasting minutes, bro? You know what I mean? I can get him to have a little rest, go down to the showers, get ready, come back out, watch the game. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to be on the pitch forever. So I think in that regards, I think that's definitely something that's a plus for you guys. And listen, he's started off very well, but some people or some managers do kind of start off well at times, and then they can drop off. So that's why I understand you keeping your feet on the ground, and I think a lot of Liverpool fans should do that. Like, of course, be gassed like that he's actually playing very well, but let's not get overly gassed, because imagine he gets like an injury or something. How's he going to handle that?
And that will happen. Injuries are inevitable to every club. It's not just to our club. That will happen, and that's why we was saying
speak about that, bro.
Yeah, we'll probably touch on that subject a bit later. But yeah, that's mad, bro. When I actually deep your injuries, but for me, it's like we've not seen him face adversity just yet. Again, it's 3 games in. Like, we need to see how he deals with injuries. We need to see how he even deals with going 1-0 down. We've not conceded a goal. We only know what it feels like to go ahead. Do you know what I mean? All these different things. I'm bringing in fringe players or squad players when one of our starters get injured. How does the system still seem quite seamless? Is it still working? Do you know what I mean? I do think it still is, by the way. I'm just saying these are still answers we need. But yeah, you still have to keep your feet on the floor. You still have to. Big up once,
man. That's what I got, man, telling me I got no chest after game week 3. It's nuts. Big up months, man. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe, man, over at Big Six Bands. Absolutely legendary, man. I always watch it, man. So make sure to go over there and subscribe, guys. But you know what, yeah? I think, because I was watching the stream earlier. I was watching the stream before with Hussam. I think I was only in there for like 5 to 10 minutes because I was doing something as well at the time. But I was in there 5-10 minutes, and I heard somebody say that Szoboszlai is the most important player to how you guys are playing right now. I actually disagree, bro. I think it's Gravenberch, bro. I think Gravenberch right now, bro, is just, bro, he's everywhere, bro. He's everywhere.
What's mad about this, Saudi, and big up Monts, because Monts said to me, I've never disputed Gravenberch's talent. I've always rated it. There was some reactionary fans even last season when it got to about January. Oh, we need to sell him. He hardly played. Whether it was injury or even when he was fit, Klopp didn't really prefer him over the likes of your McAllisters, your Endos, your Szoboszlais. But I always believed Gravenberch could do the 6 against the lesser teams, but not against the better teams. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I said, he's played very well against Ipswich and Brentford, but let me see him do it at United, a place that's hostile, a place that could be a mental block. And when he put in that performance, I even said to Mont, you were right, because Mont said he can do this even in the better games. I said 8, yeah, because I think he's so good, yeah. I think he's more catered to that 8. I'd rather have seen a Zubimendi come in with a Gravenberch and a McAllister where Szoboszlai dropped to the bench. I think when you're rating man and you're rating a man's best attributes of nothing to do on the ball, I think there's a problem. Everyone can run. That Gallagher could run. Henderson's can run. Szoboszlai, he's our best presser, and I can't lie, he does win the ball back quickest high. He wins the ball back quickest for us higher in the pitch, because if you win it in their half, you can do more damage. But I agree. As it stands with these, if we're going off these first 3 games, it is big up Mont. It is Gravenberch, because he's integral to this right now, and he's proved me wrong. United was the main test. Again, we'll see further tests. Villa Park away, Emirates, Etihad. We'll see further tests. You know what I mean? But as it stands, you're not gonna. You know the saying, you don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah.
I would still rather him being at 8, and that's because of his ability. I think all the attributes he has to succeed in the 6 can be applied even better in the 8. Do you know what I mean? He can receive the ball in a half turn. He's got an eye for goal, and he always looks to play forward. He never really plays safe, you know. Because some people say, "Oh, but he's playing 6. You can only go forward. You're supposed to collect it off the back 4." But it's like, no, we've seen 6s that still play.
You can play back, bro.
Exactly.
I've seen it, bro.
Still play sideways. So Gravenberch, I think what would have been a dream was Zubimendi, bro. Him, McAllister, and Gravenberch is the two. Gravenberch and Zubimendi. No, but getting it wrong. McAllister and Zubimendi is the 2 6 in my opinion. And Grab as the 10. Oh, it would have been saucy, bro. Saucy. Or even Zubimendi and Grab as the 2 8s with Grab a bit more advanced and McAllister in a 10. It would be crazy, bro. It would be crazy. But yeah, I agree with you. Suppose that has not been our most important player. Off the ball, you could say, but football's on the ball and off the ball. Do you know what I mean? So,
bro, yeah. I rate players who do what Gravenberch does, bro. And the thing is, the main thing for me is the fact that he passes forward so much. Is the fact that he's always looking forward, bro. Because like I understand if you're able to press a player and get the ball back, yeah, that's only half the job. But distributing it and getting it forward is also the other half of the job, bro. And you need to do that properly. And listen, I know Rice gets a lot of hate from a lot of people, but even then, I think his distribution is very good sometimes. I think last year, halfway through the season, bro, he was at the top of the charts for passes forward to players, bro, and passing the ball forward and driving and that. But also Gravenberch, bro, he just has technical ability to it, bro.
Exactly.
It just
do you know what it is, bro? I say that about Rice. I've always said, for me, I disagree on the distribution. He can, but I don't think it's one of his strengths. However, what I've always said about Rice is he breaks lines through his dribbles. I've seen him pick up the ball and do that long busting run and then pop it off to Saka that's out wide, or even a little cute pass. I've seen him do that. I've never really said he's a great passer, but he can break lines with his driving. But like you said, difference with Gravenberch, he can do both. He's got a good range of passing. He can break lines by his dribbling ability. And for me right now, you're going to keep him in that 6. For us to go to the next level, in my opinion, you get a Zubimendi, a Frankie de Jong type profile, and then push Gravenberch further up, in my opinion, if we're going to go to that next level. But right now, I think you're spot on, bro. I think you're spot on. I think Gravenberch has been our most important player. In each game, he's been our best player, in my opinion. Some will actually say different. Some might say Salah, because Salah's been wicked as well. So Boza actually did play well against United, though, I must say. And even second half against Ipswich, sometimes us Liverpool fans, we criticize Boza for his decision making, but I think against United, I'm not just saying it because of the assist. He actually made the right decision. Yeah. But that's what's testament to us. I think you could pick about 3-4 different players that have been the best player in the first 3 games. But I think the general consensus, especially within the fan base, it's been Gravenberch, bro. I think there was a move that epitomizes Gravenberch. When Van Dijk fizzes it into him. It's for Trent's disallowed goal. He fizzes it into him. Remember, he drops the shoulder on man.
Yes.
Just starts running.
Yeah.
I think that just epitomizes how confident and fluorescent he is right now. And then obviously Trent's goal end up getting disallowed. But
I can't lie, bro. I think it's the Dutch connection, bro. I understand. Listen, I understand. Klopp is a very good manager. No disrespect to Klopp. Klopp is a very good manager, bro. A very good man of management. He got the best out of that team, bro. He had one of the most dangerous attacks going, bro, with Salah, Mane, and Firmino. Do you know what I mean? But I think sometimes it just doesn't click with certain managers and certain players. No matter how good manager they are, it won't click. Even Alex Ferguson, bro, who's one of the greatest managers we have ever seen in the league, bro. Is still not. It didn't click with certain players. Do you know what I mean? Him and Beckham lost their way with each other. Do you know what I mean? Because there was that whole situation with him dating one of the Spice Girls, Victoria Beckham. Sorry, and all of that. And you know what I mean? Sometimes you just can't connect with a player properly, bro. And that's no disrespect to Klopp or anything, but I feel like with Arne Slot, it's completely different, bro. Because like they got that Dutch connection, bro. Do you know what I mean? He can explain to him. He can speak in Dutch, bro, and really get to the explain it to him in ways that are easier, maybe in a way that's more understanding to him. Do you know what I mean? Because
that's why I said, bro, if Zubimendi went to you lot, it could be scary because then not even that they're both from Spain, they're from the Basque region. Like they don't really see. I swear that regions that they're very tight knit. They like to keep each other together. I think you're spot on. If this is your compatriot or you're from the same country, bro, I feel like that communication. It's not even just communication. It's that understanding. Like they might be missing something from home, or they might need a certain somebody you could what's the word that you could relate to because you're from that same. Do you know what I mean? I think these little things mean a lot in ball. Like sometimes arm around you, like Gravenberch will probably naturally feel closer to a Slot than a Klopp. For the simple fact they're from the same country. I think you're spot on, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. It makes a difference. And Daniel here, big up Daniel. He says, would you say Gravenberch is a Klopp signing or the club? I think it's a club signing, bro. Because even the way Klopp, or would you say it's Klopp? Would you say Klopp tried to like the player, but it just didn't connect, or maybe he didn't? He thought he could do some stuff, but he really couldn't, or maybe he was injured because there was injury that played a part in the season last season, bro. So
for me, you could say it was a Klopp signing that didn't make sense. I'll liken it to the Thiago one, and I say that to say this. Gravenberch and Thiago, and I'm not, before the chat cut me live, I'm not comparing them. I'm not saying Gravenberch on Thiago's level, but I mean in terms of profile, they like the ball at their feet. They're quite technical. Klopp's midfields have always thrived off workhorses. You look at Ronaldo, Henderson, and Fabinho. I wouldn't say none of them. They're not bad technically, but they're not amazing technique, but they all worked for the team, and then they kind of just gave it to the front three, and you know what the front three just caused havoc. I would say it's a Klopp signing that didn't make sense because you saw it. The minute Klopp found his formula in Endo, I'd say going in the title run from about January to end of the season, it was pretty much Szoboszlai, Endo, and McAllister. Elliot, I'd say once I'd say the last 3-4 games, then Elliot started to start a few games. Actually, Curtis Jones for a few games, but I feel like you needed to have legs, and I think Klopp probably saw Gravenberch as not having legs. Also, the system was different. We're playing with one lone six, so there was essentially more running to do. But I just think Gravenberch he kind of needed to be in a system that's catered to him as of now. What Slot has, where it's more ball retention, more possession based. So I'd say it was a Klopp signing because we had a big midfield exodus that season. It was Henderson, Milner, KR. Henderson, Milner, Keita, Fabinho, and then I think Firmino. That all 5 of them left, but it was 4 midfielders that essentially left. I might even be forgetting a midfielder. So I think Klopp didn't want bare work because you got McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch that came in, Endo. I just feel like Klopp just probably saw Grav more like a more luxury player, would I say? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense actually. He did seem like a luxury player. It was more of an addition to the midfield that he was trying to build. Do you know what I mean? And somebody that he could kind of work with, but he's not the main guy. Do you know what I mean? He's just somebody who he's just got there just in case to bring on, and he's still got talent. But yeah, listen, Gravenberch started off amazingly well, but we need to see whether consistency will happen, bro. That's the main thing that I'm looking for. And obviously, I know all Liverpool fans are probably looking for that. Is consistency, bro. Consistency in this league, consistency is key. That's just a simple fact of the league, bro. If you're consistent and you can drop those performances, like it doesn't have to be a 10 out of 10, bro. But even a 7 or an 8 out of 10 every single game, bro.
And do you know what's hard? I don't know in no particular order, but these are next 5 games. I know the first 2 in order is Forest and AC Milan. AC Milan will be a good test.
Is that home or away?
Away. They've not started the season well though, but you know, fortunate in football, things can change quick. They've not won a game yet, but I think if they win at the weekend, it could galvanise them and give them a bit more. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's Forest, AC Milan, Bournemouth, and then I think it's Wolves. Then I forgot that
Then
fifth.
you have us. You have us soon, don't you?
That's after the next. Put it like this: until the next international break in October, it's 5 games that I think Gravenberch was selling. So for me, you're really gonna see how good he is in this 6 role after the October. So you know, after October, that run from October to basically Chris. Actually, there's another flipping international break. We have a November one as well. For flip's sake, man. But you get the gist. I reckon the next 5 games, Gravenberch will play well. I think you're probably going to see it from October to, let's say, Christmas, because that's when we've got tough games. And can you consistently perform at that level in the 6? But right now, bro, we're in dreamland as Liverpool fans. I feel like he's found his place in the team. Slot's help him to find that place in the team. And yeah, man, long may it continue.
Slots just found a formula. Do you know what I mean? And it's working at the moment. So that's the main thing, to see if the team can keep on going. Obviously, God forbid you don't get any injuries. That's the main thing. Listen, I don't wish any injuries on anybody, but you know, it's crazy that it can just 1 second it's all going good, and then the next second, bang, just a click of a finger, bro. Next thing you know, you got 3 players out.
Because you know what is sad there. Me and Mons were saying this early on his channel that I truly believe if Saliba stays fit, Mons said the same thing that season. I do believe you in the title. I think where Rob Holding come in and the golfing class just went, it plummeted, bro. But now it's kind of happened again. Difference is that was halfway through. That was from January, innit? That was halfway through the season.
Yeah.
You've got.
I remember the game, bro. Sporting. We lost him and Tomiyasu, bro. Both of them, the same game.
And then they end up knocking you out, innit? I think
that's when I was in the stadium, bro. They chipped us, bro, from the halfway line. Don't you remember, bro? That game, bro. Ramsdale, crazy. Bro, way out of his goal.
Because the way I see it, bro, is like Real fans. We've always said last season you got injuries, but none of them were long term, and they weren't to your key. I'd say when I think of key players for you, lot, your Odegaard, Rice, Saliba, Gabriel, and Saka. I say the main core, them 5 main core in it. And now it's happened to your biggest creator in the space of the first 3-4 games, and this is where I think we've not seen Arteta yet have a big player injured, and you lot still are fine. Because the one time it happened with Saliba, you saw a drop. Will we now see a drop with us with your 2 next games being arguably, actually, well, I need to rate my club. I was going to say arguably your 2 hardest games away, but I would say it's probably us and City instead of Spurs. But if 2 out,
to be honest, Spurs can
still be in. You know what I meant, innit? Spurs can still be in there. But even though you've won there the last couple of years. But bro, let's say you lose your next 2 games, and us and City win our next 2 games. That's already an 8-point swing. Do you know what I mean? Like football can change very quick. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it will be interesting to see how you go. Because with Marino being out, that Odegaard, I'm going to tell you for free now. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's long, but I think he at least misses the next 2-3 weeks at a push.
I've already counted him out of the next. I've already counted him out of the Spurs game and the Man City game. So I've made my bids with that, because the way I see his foot twist up like that, and I know what it feels like to listen. We've all played football, so we all know what it feels like to roll your ankle. But where he rolled it, bro, and that went backwards. No.
It's more to it. It's the roll. It's the scream. It's the crying. It's the head over the bro. Like he's in pain.
But you know, if you do something to your ankle or to your foot or to your knee, you as a player, you know straight away, bro, I've done something here, and this is worse than what it looks like. Do you know? And you know straight away, bro.
I was fortunate in my playing there. I was fortunate not to get a serious injury, but the one injury that kept me out for the longest, which I say 3 months, was my MCL, your medial cruciate ligament. It's kind of like the side of your knee. And I knew straight away when you just like what you said, you just know. I was like, oh, this ain't normal. I was in mad pain, and I knew I'd be out in this.
I did it straight away, bro. I've got that now. I got a physio every week, bro.
It's like,
I
yeah,
go see, bro. You hear that pop, bro. You hear that pop. Once you hear that pop in your knee,
yeah. I think
one of the ligaments gone.
If you lot can get minimum 3 out of your next 2 games against Spurs and City, big up again. I think you'll be all right. But I think you need to get minimum 3. You can't look. We've seen recent years that swing. City have been 12, 11 points ahead of us. We've caught it up. They were 12 behind you lot and caught up. I'm not saying I'm not going to be one of them reactionary people to say if Arsenal lose their next 2, you're out of the tower. It's still too early for me.
I can't say that.
8-point deficit against a City team that started well, that don't normally start well, it's not looking that good. But I think if you can get 3 out of your 3 points, if you get 3 points minimum out of your next 6, I would actually even go as far as saying probably 2, because that means you're drawing against City. That means you would have to of drawing against City to get 2 points minimum. And you're essentially taking points off or sharing the points with your title rivals.
Yeah.
It's not looking too bad, but I think right now you lot just need to find a way to steady the ship and I think you agree, your depth now, and Wary, I think will actually do well. That's a player I rate, but when you now look at it's Rice and Odegaard for this game in isolation, of Jorginho, Partey midfield, it's not striking fear. But however, on the flip side, I don't know if you've seen, Basuma's out for them. He got national break, so he's out now.
You know what, Rums? I'll be completely honest. Obviously, we're on the Arsenal section now. By the way, guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Big up to a gal who I think he said grape and mint gang. Big up the shisha, yeah. Big up the shisha. I think he's redirected. So big up to a gal as well. And Hassam obviously for the redirects today. Much love, my brothers, man. Much love, my brothers. But listen, we're at the Arsenal section, so we might as well just speak about the injuries. Yesterday, I was streaming, yeah. Obviously, Guna Lounge, we're chilling with the broskis. You know what I mean? We're just chopping it up, speaking about it, and all of a sudden, the news broke that there's an injury to Odegaard. So I'm just like, okay, one sec, hold on a minute. Let me have a look, see what's going on. And I look at it, yeah, and I was like, yeah, it's peak. But then later on in the stream, I'm like, bro, guys, it might not actually be that bad. And then we get a tweet saying, bro, there might actually be like ligament damage in his ankle. And I was like, yeah, you know what? This could be deep. And I've just
for me, bro, when he's going on the private jet and he's got the crutches and he can't even put pressure on it. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I've seen them too many times. I've seen them too many times. So I know already it's gonna be at least a month, bro. I'd be surprised if he's not out.
That's what I was saying. Me and you are the same. I said minimum 3 weeks, minimum, and that's roughly a month. I think he comes back after the next international break, so I think he doesn't play until after the next one.
And the thing is, I think against Spurs, and I'm not trying to jinx myself or anything, but I'm not really shook to go there, bro, and play even without Rice and Odegaard. Like I understand it's a massive like hole in our team, but I still think there's other players that you can fit in there. I think that Trossard can play in that 10. Do you know what I mean? I think that player like Jesus might be able to play in that 10 because they're also technical players. They're also good at quick passing and able to do the kind of thing that the only thing that I think they'd struggle with is how Odegaard, you know, when he drops deep and then gets the ball back, his interceptions at times, bro, and just getting the ball back from players. I think that's the only thing that they struggle with. But technical ability,
very good at pressing as well. Very good at pressing. He wins the ball back for you. Yeah, that's what I think. That's an underrated quality. Only Arsenal fans really see, but Rival fans don't really see about. Because most of my family's Arsenal side. So after my club,
I know, bro. Hey, listen. Big up to Rum's family, bro. Big up to them. They're heroes. They're heroes.
So I watch you lot quite often, and he wins the ball back for you lot.
Yeah.
sometimes even quicker than a Rax or Party, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll win it quicker than them. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad. Put on with that.
No, 100%. And do you know what? The thing is, yeah, I think that Trossard can do that. I think that Jesus can do that role. And we don't need to bring in Havertz into the midfield. We already know that Havertz in the midfield don't work. We already know that doesn't work. So it's gonna have to be. The thing is, for me right now, yeah, I'm in a situation where yesterday I was panicking. Yesterday I was all over the place, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? I put too much emotion into that stream, bro, and I was just all over the place. You know when you just get too emotional, bro, and you're just thinking like, bro, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I wasn't even thinking with any logic, bro, until they actually told me like, bro, it's okay, it's fine. And I actually look back at it now, and I think yes, we've got injuries. Yes, they are to key players, like Odegaard, but it's still manageable. The main thing is, if you look at our backline is untouched. Our backline, there's no injuries. Touch wood, there is no injuries to our backline, and I'm happy with that because that is our bread and butter. I understand the attack in the midfield. Yeah. I understand that, but bro, the defense, that's what our whole game is built up upon. They don't score against us. The teams that do score against us, bro, they have to try hard for it. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't come easy. But the thing is with me, yeah, is I'm looking at this injury now to Martin Odegaard, and yes, it does scare me more for the City game because that's where I think we're going to struggle the most. I feel I'm not even trying to, bun Tottenham. Obviously, it's always disrespect with them. But the thing is, I'm not trying to jinx us into like possibly losing the game and that. But bro, I'm not worried about going into that game and the injuries having a mad issue. I still expect us to win. I still expect us to go there and get the win. If we don't get the win, I'm going to be vexed same way, same how. I don't care if we got injuries. Do you know what I mean? Because we should still be able to go out there and beat them, bro. They're a beatable team, bro. You've seen it with other teams, bro. Leicester gave them a good game. A good game, bro. And that's Leicester. Do you know what I mean? No way we can't go there and do our thing, bro.
And they have a finishing problem at the moment, bro. But with that being said, Solanke, I'm seeing, is probably back for that game.
Yeah,
but
he is.
They play. The thing is, I don't know if you've watched Spurs games. I've only watched the only 90 I watched was actually I watched two of their 90s because the one against Leicester, I think it was a Monday night game.
I watched Leicester, yeah.
And then they played Newcastle. That was a good game as well, end to end. But then the one I didn't watch was the Everton one. But Everton are food anyway, and I don't think that was televised. But bro, they've been. In terms of their aesthetically pleasing, like footballing team, they've been better in all three games. But
yeah,
bro, they just can't hit the back of the net. And they had so many chances in that Newcastle game. And I think against you lot, they have to, because one, you're defensively, you were the best defensive team last season. You still have one of the best defense, in my opinion. It's hard to score against you lot. So they're going to have to, because the thing is, you lot, if Arteta's smart, he might even set you out, set the tactics different this game, where he might look at the approach where let's get one early and just shut up shop, a stinky 1-0 win. And no Arsenal fan will be complaining with the context of things, with the injuries out. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Spurs have to be clinical this game. And I think with Solanke coming back in, sometimes football writes its own fairy tale. His debut goal in a North London derby against Arsenal, I actually think it happened. Obviously, we'll probably get into prediction a bit later in the show, but I don't care if it happens or not, but I can see football's a weird game like that, man. Like, he comes into the fold and just
I love storylines, Roms. I love storylines. Yeah. I love storylines. No, I love storylines, yeah? Yeah?
Just not against your club.
And my yardie man that just joined my club. He's up in the Bomber Clark thing, mate, yeah? Hey, whatever, yeah. If Sterling
bro, on a personal level, I want him to do well. I want him to do well, bro. That's on a personal level, bro. That's my compatriot, bro.
If Sterling gets a goal in a North London derby, bro, I can't lie, bro. He's already like, you know what? The signing's paid off. Even though we didn't pay nothing for him, bro, the signing's paid off already, bro. Because he's scored a goal against Tottenham, bro. That would be crazy, bro.
We'll get into predictions later, but I'm gonna go bold. I completely forgot about him. I'm gonna go debut goal for each of them, Solanke and Sterling. You know,
Really?
see it. I can see it.
It's funny enough, they love taking like Arsenal fans, bro. Because Solanke's an Arsenal fan, you know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's an
yeah. I saw
Arsenal
that.
fan.
I saw
Well,
that.
he's technically not an Arsenal fan. He said his dad made him watch them and all of that. But
Yeah,
he said when he watches games or when he plays games, he doesn't really think about that. He doesn't really support a team properly. But you know what? The thing is, yeah, I think looking at the injuries, obviously it's worrying. Coming up against the main thing for me, yeah, is they've kind of fucked us with the fixtures because we got Tottenham away, which that's all right. That's down the road. Do you know what I mean? That's a little coach ride.
yeah.
Then you got Atalanta away, traveling to Italy. That's gonna be traveling on the third on the Tuesday or Wednesday. It'll probably be Tuesday, and you stay overnight. Then you'll do a training session on Wednesday. Then you'll got the game on Thursday. Then traveling back on the Friday. Then you got Saturday, which is one training session. And you got City, and then you actually no, not even that. You don't even have training on Saturday. You got to travel, probably
The
travel
night
home quickly,
before, innit?
and
Yeah,
then they travel on Saturday, and they probably got a train in Manchester.
yeah.
So it's mad, bro. And then you got like probably one training session, which you're not even doing it in your own, like, do you know what I mean? So I feel like this is where Arteta earns his bread. Do you know what I mean? And that's the main thing for me. I'm actually excited to see because obviously the first time with Saliba, that was pretty mad because we didn't
Yeah.
have backups, we didn't have the right players to come in. Rob Holding is fucking garbage, bro. That guy is a piece of shit. And now that the fact that he's putting out his head and trying to question why he's not playing again for Crystal Palace, you're shit, brother. Go to Saudi, bro.
It speaks a lot. It speaks
Like,
volume, bro. You're
bro,
saying go to Saudi. Would Saudi even want him? And that's more.
bro, just
That's
say,
a
listen, all he needs to do, bro, is just say Salaam alaikum, bro, and then that's it, bro. Let them, they'll take you in, bro. They'll take you in, bro. Just say Salaam alaikum when you reach the door, bro. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like now he's got a bit more options. He's got a bit more different avenues he can go down. So I'm actually interested to see how he steers through this adversity, bro. Because sometimes you need that as a manager to show like where you are in your growth. And he's still got some growth to go ahead with Arteta because he still does make mistakes. His substitutions are still not up to par, and he does need to have this adversity here. And I think this is the perfect example of it, and this is the perfect chance for him to show. You know what? Even when I'm put in a really shit situation, I can still get out of it unscathed. Do you know what I mean?
He's out of his
That
comfort. He's out of his comfort zone, innit? And
yeah.
you need to be out of your comfort zone to grow as a manager. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Not even grow as a manager. That's a life rule, innit? To get out of your. If you're too comfortable, you're not pushing yourself as hard as you can be.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get out of your comfort zone, and you're spot on. Now he's got key injuries. Now he's got fixture pile up. Now he's all these things are kind of. You heard the saying, when it rains, it pours. He's like, all these things are happening at once. Let's see if you can weather the storm. Let's see if you can get out the other end. But yeah, man, it'll be interesting. You're right. This is where he earns his money because you're right. Bro, with Arteta, there's two things. It's not even the subs he makes. It's the timing of the sub.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll make the wrong sub, a wrong profile. And sometimes it'll be like with 10 minutes to spare. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's where he needs to pattern up. But yeah, man, it'll be interesting. Your next, I'd say month will be very interesting because me and Mons were going through fixtures today, and I saw in November you've literally got, I think it was Newcastle away,
go to it now, yeah.
away, and Inter away in a row, bro.
Yeah, so we got. Bro, listen, they done us dirty. Bro, it's okay. I know that the UCL thing, yeah, like they just done us dirty, bro. Like even when we got away games in the Prem, bro, they didn't even like try and put a like home game in between that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So we could just start. Bro. They just said, nah, you know what, Arsenal, bro, you man are finished.
Word.
But they literally that's crazy, bro. Newcastle, Inter, and Chelsea away, bro.
All away. That. For me, like I said, like you just said, yeah, and I was saying it earlier, if you had like if one of them games at Emirates, you can kind of be like, cool, but at least one of them. But bro, 3 of them, 3 back-to-back away is mad. Our November's mad off the top of my head as well. We got like 6, 7 games in a row that are just all big clubs. Some are home, some are away, but all big clubs. But when I saw that back all away, yeah, man, yeah, and that's the thing, like where you not only sign 3 players. For me, I've always said you've got strength and depth in your defensive department, but midfield and forward line, it's looking a bit bleak, bro. And I think you're a couple injuries away from, I'm not going to say falling away, but in terms of being in a title race against that juggernaut City, you're a couple injuries away from just it looking like a very uphill task. You know what I mean?
We lose Saka, it's DEFCON 1, bro. It's season over. That is officially season over.
I think that's the worst.
If we lose Martin Odegaard now, and it's a long-term injury, and then we lose Saka, and that's also a long-term injury for like half the season. I'll just call it sharp shop. Let's just try and work on the FA Cups and the League Cups, and just forget about the Prem and forget about the UCL, because you ain't winning shit without those man in there. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's not gonna work. Do you know what I mean? Because you need your best players. We're not Man City, bro. You can just get rid of their best players, but they still got quality around them. By the way, they've got a massive injury as well, which just happened today. Nathan Ake, he got stretchered off, bro. He got stretchered off the pitch. Crying and all sorts, bro. Yeah, crying and all sorts, bro. So they're missing Nathan Ake, who's a massive part of their midfield, of their defense, bro. A very big player for them, bro, and a very big player for Pep. So it's gonna be interesting to see how
the differences with them, though. Like your Rico Lewis, your Vardio can kind of come in. You've got Stones,
and
you've
they
got
can
Diaz. They've got strength in there. That's one thing I'll give to them. But it's still a blow, bro. Ake was probably. Some City fans would say, some would say their best player, and some would say one of their best players last season. So it's still a mad injury to
I still think he's one of the best left backs in the league, man. When he plays at that left back position, bro, I think he's just nuts. Do you know what I mean? But
do you know what's crazy?
I can agree with you though.
Crazy, Sard. This fixture pattern, because Champions League now.
Oh, the Robs. By the way, I just realized. From that November run, by the way, where we have the Newcastle, Inter, and Chelsea, guess who we have just before that, bro? Liverpool at home, bro.
At home, yeah. We were a long time. 27th of my brother's birthday, there's a Guna. He's the day after, innit? So I remember.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And the way I see it, with. What do you call it? Wait, what were you just speaking about?
We were just speaking about Nathan Ake and Man City.
The things with the City thing, like again, I just feel like they got strength and depth. But I was going to speak about the fixture congestion. It's too much now. Jenny, I was always one to say, you get paid the big bucks. You don't got the best physios, the best doctors, and that. And that's the thing. I personally know footballers, but I still don't have that sympathy because it's like, bro, if you feel tired, you can get the deepest massage and whatnot and rejuvenate. And you've got like the ice baths, you've got all this technology. Most training grounds have the best facilities now to repair certain things. However,
apart from United,
apart from apparently, but you're right. Apart from United, but I just deeped it, bro. It might have been Saeed. Big up Saeed, but I think Saeed was telling me it's 3 games a week till Christmas. That is mad, bro. Because deep it, the new Champions League format, it's essentially, I know it's a league format, but it's essentially 8 games now. So you'll get that's every 2 weeks, where the old Champions League format was only 6 group games up until Christmas, where you could play maybe once every 3 weeks. It's crazy now, bro.
And there's no break, bro.
Included.
And there's no break, by the way. So it's meant to go. So the Champions League now is meant to go all the way until the knockouts now. So you go straight into the knockouts. So there's no you know how before you had the stopgap from
all of January.
you had the break from January until
We
Feb.
had about 6 weeks. Yeah. All right.
That's not there anymore. So they filled January with more fixtures now
because
in the UCL.
And that's why now, Saad, there's more because you understand how the format works. I was confused, but my boy explained it. So that's why it's important to finish in the top 8 because the top 8 will have that. No. The top 8 will have that break. So
will they?
It's the play. You know, if you finish between 9th to 24th, you have to play in that playoff round in January. So the incentive is try and get as much points as possible. So you finish that top 8. You won't have to play. You can resume from February again. So you will end up getting that 6-week break where the rest will have to play within that January period. Do you know what I mean?
I think this is gonna hurt. I think this is gonna hurt teams like Real Madrid, bro. And I know it's a bit mad to say, but I think it will hurt teams. I think it will because the thing is with Real Madrid at times, bro, they cherish and they flourish from in the early rounds. They're able to verse maybe one team that's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now, if we look at who Real Madrid have got, they've got you guys. They've got who else have they got? Fucking, I haven't even got their fucking fixtures up here. For Real Madrid. Real Madrid.
Yeah, I don't know who they have. Apart from us, I actually don't know who they have in their thing.
UCL fixtures. Let's just quickly search that up, bro, because that's actually I need to have a look at who these guys have got. So they got you guys. They've got Inter Milan. No, they got AC Milan. So they got Milan. They got you guys. They got. Why the fuck is it bringing it up like this? My bad, bro. This is this. Here we go. Yeah, it's gonna come up now. Let me go to the actual UCL website, bro. So they got a game against Stuttgart at home, which I think that's okay. Then they got Lille away. Then they've got Borussia Dortmund at home. Then they got a home game against Milan. Then they've got you guys away, which that's not going to be easy. I know.
So even though they've been our kryptonite, we're going to make it harder. And for a fact, it won't be a 5-2 again. We're defensively better. So yeah, you're right. It'll be much tougher.
Then they got Atalanta away, which I don't think that's going to be.
I know all about that.
That's gonna be a tough away game, man. You know what? It might
take it from me, bro. Last season, I got my ass handed to me by Atlanta.
I'm not looking forward to that game
as well, innit?
But we go there away in next week, bro.
Yeah, these should get out the way early.
Next week Thursday, bro. Next week Thursday, I'm going to Atlanta, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. We play on Thursday, bro. We play against Atalanta away.
Wait. This is Champions League. It's Wednesday, Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
They've added the extra day because of the fixtures, bro. So every single team is going to play at least once on Thursday, once on Wednesday. Twice on Wednesday and twice on Tuesdays. And then once on Thursdays, I believe, or something like that. I'm not sure.
It's crazy, bro.
I'm not sure, man. It's mad confusing, bro.
That both of our clubs didn't sign more players for depth, bro. Because, bro, every club, I think we're going to see the most injuries this season, bro. We're already seeing some already.
100%. You know what? Klopp was spitting, bro. I can't lie. Klopp 2 seasons ago was spitting.
Klopp was spitting in a season where there was less games, and he was still saying it from then. Now. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's actually
fucking mad, bro. It's fucking mad. And yeah, listen, we're playing on Thursday. That's why I'm saying that we only have one day in it because we travel back on a Friday, bro.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? So it's only you only get 1 day rest, and the thing is you have to travel to Manchester anyway, so it's not really rest. So we have no rest in between Atalanta and Man City, bro. So it's. Listen, I'm just praying, you know what I mean, that we don't it don't be too bad. But it's a mad fixture. But I think just looking at obviously your fixtures quickly, because I know we got to get going, bro. It's a bit mad, bro. Let me just quickly bring that up, man. Let me bring the Liverpool thing because we just close off on your fixture. We've spoken about my fixtures and my freaking unhappiness with the state of my games. Your one's coming up, obviously, in the Champions League. Now, this is heritage. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool Champions League heritage. We all know about it. We all know about it. Milan, you got Milan away. You got Bologna at home. You got Leipzig away. Leverkusen at home, which should be interesting. Leverkusen will be interesting, bro. Because with all the chasing him and Xabi Alonso didn't come there, this could be the chance for Liverpool to actually be like, yeah, you know what, we can dunk on you real quick because you didn't come to the club. So that one I think has some real like history behind it. Then you got you're at home to Real Madrid. Then you got Girona away, and you got Lille at home and PSV. PSV, you're gonna slap PSV comfortably. I can tell you that from somebody who's played them last season. You're gonna slap them comfortably. It's gonna be
They're cold in their league. They're one of them teams that are cold in their league.
Yeah.
And they go into Europe and then I hear you.
I think it's Champions League, bro. Champions League is where they fail. But if they go drop down, sometimes they drop down to the Europa League, bro. And then
you can't do that this year, though.
Yeah, you can't do it anymore, bro. You can't do it. That's crazy. I thought they would be able to do that, bro. But it's literally
you I'm actually keeping it like when I check our Champions League run, I think we lose one game maximum, bro. I think we do.
You lose?
Put Real Madrid. If I do the math here, out of it's 24 points available, innit?
Yeah.
I think we'll get minimum 18. I think the only game we could possibly lose to is Madrid. Like, even though we're at home, they're Madrid, bro. As much as this is our competition, it's even more theirs. Like, do you know what I mean? That they've got double the Champions Leagues we have. But if we don't lose to Madrid, put it like this, if we don't lose to Madrid, I don't think we lose at all against any of them teams. I can see a few draws in there because away in Europe can always be tough. But I don't think we lose much in that run. Not at all.
A lot of teams are going to be playing for draws. A lot. Now that they've released this whole league format, it's going to completely change like the group stages, as you like to call them. As
long as you're in and around the top 8, you're not really going to care about. Do you know what I mean?
Going all out for the win, bro. It's more like let me just draw, bro.
There's the flip argument side. I think the reason why they've made it a league format is because you see, like, if your team's already through, you see that with the group stage format.
Yeah,
4 wins out of 6 guarantees you progression. Yeah, have you clocked teams who are starting to rest players in match week 5 or 6?
Yeah.
I think now is the incentive, bro, that going into it, you have to get a point or you have to get 3 points to break in the top 8. I think they try to bring the excitement factor. But I think if you're already guaranteed to be in that top 8 spot, then I hear you. I think then you play for the draws, rest players. But I think the incentive is they want a lot of teams to, because it's league, it's not so much about, it's not a smaller pool, it's a bigger pool of teams. So they want it to have more incentive on the game, I suppose.
Yeah, the thing is, I can understand it.
Work both ways.
Yeah. You know what? I listen. I can't lie. At first, I was like, bro, I don't like it. Why are we changing it? I like the Champions League how it was. I like the group stage. Leave it how it is. But it's starting to grow on me a little bit. But I'm still not happy with the amount of games, bro. The amount of games is just outrageous, bro.
Crazy, isn't it?
Outrageous, man. So for me, I just look at this whole situation of the UCL. That's the main thing with me, bro. The main thing with me is the problem that I have is when it comes to playing all competitions, we didn't do enough in the transfer market. And obviously you'll say as well your club didn't do enough, but we really didn't do enough, bro, to cover all bases and compete in all competitions, in my personal opinion. Now, when it comes to playing in the Champions League and the league, I don't know if we're going to be able to compete on both fronts. If we do, I'll hold my hand up and be like, bro, I know nothing. I know nothing about football, clearly. But for me, looking at what I'm seeing, what we've done, what we brought in, it was a shit transfer window. Yes, we brought in Calafiori, who's a very good, talented player, and he actually looks very good when he plays for Italy, bro. He looks very good. I think he just needs to break into the team a little bit.
He's a very good player, man. I even wanted him as left back / left centre back cover. Like he's a very good player.
And and even though we brought in Mikel Merino, who I think has got, he's got the ability to really try and test some of those players in there for that starting spot.
I'll be honest, Sard, with Merino, you get them sometimes fans that act like they know. I actually don't know enough about him. With him, it's a wait and see, because the last time I saw him is unfair. He was 20 years old at Newcastle and he weren't even playing.
Yeah,
I do remember the name, innit? I remember him being at Newcastle, but he was young, hardly played, wasn't a regular starter. Apparently, he's improved, and Sociedad him and Zubimendi in that midfield. But I need to see what he's on now. So when you ask your opinion of a player, like, oh, do you think they'll do well? They're better than this and that. I genuinely don't know enough about him now.
I don't watch La Liga. I'm sure you don't either. Do you know what I mean?
Really,
all of the people that do watch La Liga tell me he's their third best defender, third best midfielder. So they're saying his passing's overrated. All of this, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just waiting to see. Bro.
He's now come to our league. We just wait and see what he's on.
Yeah, exactly right. So I'll wait and see thing. I can't lie, but yeah, listen. This has been absolutely brilliant, bro. Honestly, man, we
need to get on more often. But work can just punch you up in that. But because you hit me up a few times, I need to get on. It's always wicked chatting ball with you, bro.
Bro, always. Listen, we'll definitely we need to sort something out, man. I might set up a little. we'll find guys. We hit the like button and let us know in the comments, yeah, because I'm gonna see if there's like a day where we can just set up where we're free or kind of free on that day where we could just consistently do it every week. If we can do that, guys, we will try. But me and Rums are both very busy with work and stuff, man. It's absolutely, bro. When he says it punches you up, bro, like, bro, do you know when you see man fighting in the ring, yeah, and you just see his chin get rocked, bro.
You just coming.
He just sits. You know when their body just stiffens up, bro. They just fall down, bro. Work does that to me sometimes, bro. It just catches my jaw real quick, and then I'm done, bro. I'm out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Gone. Lights out, man. But listen, guys, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. Speaking of frauds, go ahead, bro.
Early prediction, though, North London. I know it can change near the time because it's still early. We're going to get team news, but
the thing is, it's going to stay the same for me, regardless on whether Ødegaard is available for that or whoever's available for that. My prediction is always going to be 2-1 to the Arsenal. I do think Solanke. I don't think Solanke will score. I think Son's going to score because he always seems. He always, him and Kane, they're both fuckers, man. They always get goals against us, so I fucking hate both of them. But they always seem to score against us, and he will score against us again. But I think that Saka and Havertz are going to have a very good game again. I think those two are going to be linking up again, especially with Ødegaard gone. If he's missing from that game, which he obviously will be, bro, he's on crutches. So with Ødegaard gone out of that game, I think that we're going to attack more. I think we're going to be... Because if you see Ødegaard in his game sometimes, bro, he's very good at just slowing the game down at times.
Yeah.
And not speeding the attack up.
There'll be quicker like transitions and that.
Yeah, I feel like the transition will be very quick. It will get Saka, will be attacking more instead of just trying to slow down the game and just trying to pick up passes and keep possession. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's going to be a very back and forth game. And I think with our defense, even with Spurs, I'm confident to get a win. And the reason why is because Spurs, if you look at their games, a lot of times if they've had like a first half where they haven't scored and they've been riling shots at the goal, yeah. When it gets to the latter end of games, what do? And they've done it in all three fixtures that they've played at the start. Or actually, both fixtures that they struggled in, Leicester and and Newcastle, what do they do when they get the possession? They keep on just hurling balls into the box. They just keep on crossing balls into the box. And me seeing that, if we can keep them out and they start doing that crossing the ball into the box shit, I am kushki, bro. I'm good. Keep on crossing those balls into the box because Gabriel and Saliba are going to be heading them out, bro.
That's food and drink for them.
Easy.
That's what I was saying. Like,
what's your prediction then?
I was going to say the opposite to you. I think 2-1 Spurs. I just think you beat them twice, 2 years in a row. I think they're due a win. Because let's be honest, before your 2 wins there, the last 2 seasons, you hadn't won there in like 8 years or something. I think
it was 2014. 2014 was the last time we won there, I believe. I'm not sure. I think
is that when Riziki scored a banger?
Yeah.
That was a goal.
That was, what was that? The chip. It was the little dink or the little chip, I think it was.
That's what I'm saying. It's only recent years you've done back-to-back wins there, but I think third time lucky, they're due a win. And even, let's be honest, there was an extra 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Like, you know how they got the penalty and whatnot? Then they threw the kitchen sink at you. I have never seen you lot so deep. That last 10 minutes, all our fans were hanging on. But you got the job done. But I think it's different this time. I just think with Odegaard being out, I
think it's more embarrassing. I think it's more embarrassing for them if they don't win.
Yeah, but I agree. That can fall into your hands though, because there's so much. And you know what do we call Spurs? Spursy, the mentality.
Yeah.
It can, because there's more pressure on them. I think they could fold. But on the flip side, I think if you just had one of Odegaard and Rice out, but 2 out of your 3 starting midfield, I don't know, man. So I think 2-1 Spurs. I think they actually will nick this one. I think 2-1 Spurs, and I think Solanke and Sterling. I think Solanke, Sterling, and Son, because you're right, Son always scores. So I think they're the 3 goal scorers as well.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Listen, guys, you've heard it first, man. That's the first prediction. I'm going to be doing so many shows on this anyway. Bro, it's North London derby, and then you got the Man City game. So there's just going to be so many different shows doing predictions, guys. That you'll see me and Rums on, man. Rums. He's not even a YouTuber, bro. He even got a channel yet, bro.
No, but I'll keep it above you, son. I'm not honest.
I don't even think you got a time, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't even got time to start a channel.
That's why, you know what, man, like yourself and others that are like me, that your hands tired with work and still have a channel, I respect you lot even more, because I know me, bro. Even for you to still put out content, I just wouldn't, and I'm very honest with myself. So maybe in the future, I'm not gonna rule it out, but I don't. So at the moment, I'll just say, just follow my Twitter handle. But if you're an Arsenal fan, you will not like me, bro, because that's how I said I'm a troll.
If you're an Arsenal fan, do not follow Roms, please. Yeah, I follow him because of my brethren, but do not follow him, bro, because he will rattle you. And if you don't know how to handle the banter, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to play on.
Because you know what it's not? At the start of our friendship, when we didn't really know each other as people, I know sometimes you reply like, what? When he started to cook. When he started to cook.
At the start, I was vexed, bro. At the start, I was vexed, yeah. And then after a bit, I was like, bro, this guy's just talking for the fun of it, bro. He's just saying this. He's just saying this because he wants the interactions, bro. When somebody interacts back with something going crazy, he's like, rattled.
You know what? I started to clock. A lot of gooners have clocked it. Some haven't, but some have had. It's like when someone's winding you up. If you stop, you get bored and you'll stop, innit? And then I'll move on to my next victims, United, Chelsea. You know, there's a few to go around.
There's always one to go around, man, honestly. But listen, it's been absolutely brilliant, man. It's been absolutely brilliant, my brother. And listen, thank you very much for joining me, man. And we will speak about that and try and see if we can get something sorted. But guys, make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. I'm going to pass you over to, speaking of frauds, another fraud, man like Jacob. I'm going to pass you over to United Spurs of America. Make sure to go over there, smash the like button. What can you say to him? How about North London is red? Yeah,
I got a better North. Say 3 Point Lane. That's what you lot used to call it.
Yeah. Well, that's actually what Chelsea used to call it, but I'll take that. I love that saying.
Okay.
3-point lane is the best, bro. 3-point lane is the best, bro. I'll take that, bro. That's
Arsenal
the
fans
line
don't
I'm gonna
dig that
use,
up.
bro.
Yeah.
That's the line. If we, bro, it's embarrassing for them if they lose with our team. This is the weakest Arsenal team they're probably gonna play in a while, so they have to take their chance now, bro. It's now or never, bro. So listen, guys, right there, yeah. 3-point lane. Just spam that in his chat, and that's all you need to do, guys. That's all you need to do, man. Listen, I have been Sard. He has been Roms right over there. We are out of here, people. Peace out. Love for the love. Peace.